Jimmy went to the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro premiere.
I want to know if the movie was good.
Jimmy came in early. Jimmy never comes in early.
Here's a little ad for it.
He was so excited.
Trailer. I couldn't sleep.
He was so excited to come in and talk about the movie. He got to go to the premiere last night.
Oh, well, that's cool. That was a cool scene, actually.
Right? No, it wasn't.
It was. I forget. I think they called that one Banal Dialogue 6.
Oh boy. I can't wait.
I cannot wait to hear it either.
And my date's coming in too.
Oh, your date?
Yeah.
Well, who are we
Is
seeing?
he here? Okay, well,
who's the young lady,
Rupert?
Rupert?
After the break.
I'd like to meet her.
We'll meet Jim Norton's date for the big movie premiere of the Al Pacino and Robert De Niro movie.
What a tease.
We did ask Jimmy how was the movie, and he started talking about how great his seats were for the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a good sign.
Never a good sign when the seats are the highlight of the movie.
Yeah, all right, we'll get into that next. It's Opie and Anthony starring Jim Norton. Jimmy went to a funeral last night with Robert Kelly, who's live in studio with us today.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Bobby was my date.
Bobby was your date, yeah.
I didn't know I was his date until we hit the red carpet. And you ever just go along with something, the next day wake up and go, did I do that?
You went on the red carpet as Jim Norton's lover?
Jim grabbed me and held me and kissed my face and...
Kissed his cheek, a little his head.
A little.
I took a lot of pictures of it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. A lot?
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like Phelps just won the 8th gold medal. Just, look this way, and I'm just smiling as he's kissing my cheek. And
I hope these pictures show up somewhere.
Some one of them will.
I turned into the bottom real quick. I assumed that role very quick with little Jimmy. He has a force about him.
You will do stupid things on the red carpet, like you just throw everything out the window.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But I woke up this morning and I looked at my wife and I was like, I have a wife. Why would I do that?
Why did I do that?
Jimmy's just forceful.
Well, let's get into this. So, what is it? Righteous Kill is the name of the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro movie. Who's getting top billing? De Niro?
De Niro's first, but it's seen as equal billing, though.
Equal billing,
thinking,
okay.
Yeah, his name is first, but you're thinking it's the two of them together.
Okay.
And we get there, and Roland's online waiting for the tickets. And surprisingly, there's no glitches with the tickets. And he finds out that I'm on the red carpet list to go through the red carpet. So I do, just because I want to sneak a camera in. And you can't bring a camera in. So I want to bring my camera in. So I'm like, on the red carpet, they won't check you. So I go, and I bring Bob, because I'm like, the two of us will probably get pictures taken more than I will. Because I've walked on those before, where a couple of them will politely snap your photo. It is horrifying.
Oh.
Cheek. It's like you hear one Polaroid going off.
Not quite that.
No, there's no flash bulbs going off. But we got our.
And then you whisper to some publicist, but I'm Jim Norton, and she goes, yeah, they know.
Yeah, keep
they
going.
know.
How long do you
know.
stand there waiting for someone else to take your picture?
I waited when I was in Good Luck Chuck. I waited for every famous person to go in, so I'd be the last person on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And I had somebody that was going to tell people, oh, this is Robert Kelly he was in the movie, he's friends with Danny, he was in Tourgasm, to come with me. And I got on the red carpet, nobody was there. And they all kind of looked, they were all leaning, and then they saw me, and like one guy kind of stood up and leaned it on like his left ass cheek. Oh. And then someone said, this is Bob Kelly, he's in the movie. You heard one chkut, and then I heard, excuse me, sir, and I went, yeah, get out of the way. Eddie Murphy just showed up.
Oh. They probably thought you were the guy there to roll it up.
All right, so you're on the red carpet with Robert Kelly.
And Roland's buddy. And,
sure.
So we go in, we go upstairs. We're very early. But again, I wanted to get up and get our seats. They're assigned seats, which is perfect. And we get up in the thing, and, there's nothing to do for a little while, so you're just kind of hanging out there. And everyone acts like they're not looking for celebrities in the lobby, but we're all looking for celebrities in the lobby. That's all we're doing.
Meaning the celebrities themselves are all looking for celebrities.
Well, there were no celebrities at this point. This was an invited guest thing. But
okay.
So we finally saw Chevy Chase, and then later Ricky Gervais came in and we talked to him for a while, and that was fine. And then they started shooing everybody into the theater because I guess the whole cast was going to come up, and I guess
did they go shoo shoo?
That would have been less humiliated. And guys, you got to go in. So we had to go in because I guess that when De Niro and Pacino come up. So they sent us. It's a movie about
did
being
that.
righteous.
Being righteous.
Of course he did that.
Killing. And they did give us good seats, though. I will say that. We were 3 seats away from 50 Cent, right behind Donnie Wahlberg. We were right in front of our Erwin Winkler. I mean, we had good seats. They didn't screw us out of this. We had really good seats. So the director, who's like got the beard and the baseball hat with the suit, which was awful, goes up and opens the show. And he goes, well, two of New York's finest, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. And we look in, they're sitting in the back. They're each in an aisle seat. They're like on the same row, 5 rows from the back, each in an aisle at the end. And I don't even see Pacino. I just kind of see the silhouette of his wig. It was awful. It was like Emilio Estevez's wig from Men at Work. And De Niro, I stared at De Niro a little bit because he was like 15 rows behind us.
A little?
Yeah, like, what's De Niro? He's sitting there watching a movie.
E.T. looking at Reese's Pieces.
Really?
And the movie started, and from the opening song, I was like, oh my God, we're in trouble.
From the opening song?
I just said, this is gonna be bad.
Well, that's pretty early on.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is an exclusive, by the way. Not many people have seen Righteous Kill, and there's a big buzz on this movie.
Not many
because of
people
Al
are
Pacino.
going to see
I'll
it.
tell you,
Really?
I'll tell you what the buzz is. It's the sound of snoring.
We're 5 pages into the paparazzi pictures, by the way. The paparazzo.
Yeah.
Not even a hint that you guys were there yet.
Well, they're not from. That's not all from last night. None of those are from last night.
They
are
were
they?
all from last night, yeah.
Yeah, you might catch it there. They might not.
All right, try another page, because that one is not successful. Anyway, so from the opening song there. What was the opening song?
I don't know. I should have been Taps. I don't know. It was. We went through very, very early too on the red carpet. It just was. It was De Niro. I'm not going to give the whole movie away, but they play cops, which is cool to see Pacino playing a cop again. As a cop, it was good though, you know. And Brian Denny, he's kind of the tough sergeant.
Yeah.
And De Niro is just very angry. Pacino was very kind of good.
Was he subdued?
He was good, man.
Yeah.
He was old school Al kind of. He didn't yell.
Okay. Maybe he's been listening to criticism.
Yeah.
Still that 3/4 length leather he's been wearing for the last 25 years. Oh, God.
All of his movies. I want to wear the leather.
The 3/4 length.
Yeah, what wardrobe thinks. This is mine. Buy the leather. Don't wear it.
Buy the wig. Definitely wear it.
Wear the wig.
Where's my lifts? Where's my Hot Topic wig? My lifts. Dude, his shoes. Oh,
I noticed in one scene Pacino's lifts and his shoes.
Oh.
They were like little spacemen.
yeah, I swear to God.
Spaceman.
Oh look,
You gotta
little
look.
space fella shoes. It was.
He does. He looks like the lead singer to like an independent band shoes. Just like a 4-inch heel.
It was so. De Niro was really not good. He wasn't good. He yelled a lot.
Yeah.
It was. It was a cop serial killer.
Yeah, but Jimmy actually leaned into me probably 10 minutes into the movie. He goes, and he told me the whole movie. He just ruined the whole movie for me. He goes, see that book? I go, yeah. He goes,
I knew what was happening. I don't want to give it away, but I knew what was happening.
He told me right at the
So
beginning.
obvious.
He was on the money. He wasn't even kind of right. He was right on the money.
I was so irritated. And it was just. Ugh. The dialogue was awful.
Was it just a regular Pat cop movie
You
kind
felt
of?
nothing for them. Nothing
Really?
for their relationship at all. Nothing. The girl who was good, Carla something, that bitch was sexy. She was great. 50 Cent, he acted good, considering that he used to deal drugs and was shot once. I mean, he was okay. But I mean, wow.
Yeah, the only thing good there, really just good, was his gassers through the whole
You were gassing at the
movie.
premiere?
I can't express to you how many farts eked out.
The whole movie. And I almost, it's like, my stomach. I felt like, like I had to put my head in the seat next to me. Like literally try to get my head into the whole seat next to me.
I dropped a bunch of gas. I didn't think you could smell them. I'm like, I guess Bob's not getting any. But I know that the chicks behind us must have been smelling them, and stupid Erwin Winkler got a few nosefuls.
You were crop dusting.
I was
You were effing crop dusting the place.
It was.
But you guys haven't really explained why the movie is so bad. Predictable.
I've saw
acting.
Law and Order episodes better than this movie.
Okay, well now you're talking. Now at least you're explaining.
It was probably seriously. It was like a Law and Order episode, just an hour and a half long. That's what it was. That's how.
Was the
plot
crowd
stunk?
politely like getting into it?
The crowd didn't like it because when the movie ended, normally because it's an industry crowd, the people who are there who are involved with the production, they sit through the entire end of it and they applaud as the names pop up at the premiere because they all know each other. This one, literally, it ended
and everyone got up
horribly. By the way, just awful, banal dialogue. It meant nothing to me. I felt nothing.
It was the worst ending line of any movie ever.
Well, let's just say this: there was a death in the movie. Somebody died, and their death line.
Oh no!
Was terrible.
It was awful.
I felt nothing watching this person die, and the line. I'll say the line because nobody knows who it was. The line was continued success.
Well, that's something you write in a book.
Of course it is.
But you saw it in the other actor's eyes. Like, what did you just say? Did you just improv that?
Continued success.
It was awful.
There was one line in there where Pacino was talking about De Niro because De Niro was like the loose cannon.
Of course.
He goes, I know sometimes he comes off like a pit bull on crack.
No, they didn't do the something on something joke.
Yeah.
No.
Should have been the douche on Chills. I could not believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, we were outside looking at celebrities, and I'm in the bathroom, and I won't forgive myself for this probably ever. And I'm tinkling, and Roland comes over, and he's at the urinal next to me. None of us liked the movie.
I want to hear Roland's take on it. That'll be fun.
Richard Belzer came out, and we said hello, and he's like, what'd you think? And I grabbed his arm, and I just leaned in, and I said, it was awful. It was awful. You couldn't have liked it. I was just trashing the movie.
Yeah. Right.
It was terrible.
And what did he say?
He goes, shh.
Yeah,
he was kidding. He was being funny.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in the bathroom, Roland's standing next to me, and Roland's like, whoa, that was suspenseful. Really sarcastic.
What an ass he is.
And I'm like, oh, Roland, well, hey, Roland. Because to Roland's right, in a suit and a hat, was the director.
Oh!
And he was about to lay in and trash the movie.
You should have let Roland do it.
I will never.
You should have let him do that.
Forgive myself.
That opportunity will never come about again.
He would have been on the unemployment line, Jimmy.
It wasn't something that was conscious. It was just, and it wasn't, the director, because I could care less.
But he's got to know the movie sucks. He's not stupid.
He has to. Oh, by the way, De Niro and Pacino left 10 minutes in the movie. They were 10 minutes later, they were gone. Because I went up to take a leak at one point during the movie. They were gone.
Yeah, those guys always just sneak out. That's why they're in the back.
Yep.
They want to be there for the, hey, here they are, and everyone assumes, oh, wow, I'm watching the movie with these guys, so I'm not leaving because they're here. And they sneak right out as the opening credits are rolling.
I was so mad that I stopped him from trashing the movie with the director there. It was just an instinct because the guy's there, shut up.
Right.
But I won't forgive myself for that because he's like,
yeah.
He was really cocked up on the mat.
So this is going to be a bomb, huh?
I don't know.
Isn't this the time of year where all the bad movies come out?
Yeah,
the ones that they really like, they put out in the summer and then a little later in the season, right?
After Halloween, we'll start getting good stuff leading up to the holidays. And this guy, John Avnet, he gave us great movies like Inspector Gadget and that stupid Starter Wife thing with Deborah Messing.
Oh, he's awful.
So he hasn't done anything really huge.
I think that they think putting these guys together is enough.
Having them on the screen.
And it means nothing. Nobody cares.
No, maybe years ago, but
there was too many guns pulled. The anger between John Leguizamo was in it, and the cops all angry at each other, and it just was creepy and dumb.
It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. First of all, because it's like the cops would go. Oh God!
I don't know why you guys. No one's going to see this movie. Stop being careful. What's going on with this movie?
Be careful! I said it stunk.
No, I know, but you're like,
plot.
but you're not really saying much in case people want to see this movie.
I won't give away the
They're
end.
gone already.
There was a serial killer, a cop serial killer killing criminals who had gotten off on technicalities and stuff like that.
Oh, God, how many times has that been done?
Isn't that like the Star Chamber?
Dude, that's been done 1,000 times.
Star Chamber did that very well, where they went after people that got off for crazy crimes.
Did he really? Yeah. Oh, this is the same director that did 88 Minutes with Pacino.
Oh,
he is.
That was a good one, too.
He is bad. Wow. He should direct himself onto the business end of a shotgun. Holy mackerel.
So what, the cops are going after...
the serial killer, and it could be one of the cops who's the serial killer.
But there's a twist with both cops. De Niro is the blue collar, cop, old school cop,
guy.
and
no, the angry guy.
the angry guy.
Al
Okay.
Pacino is this prodigy somehow.
Okay.
But he let you know that he's extra smart because he plays chess.
Okay.
That's a way to convey.
That's always how you convey intelligence. A white guy playing a black guy in a park in chess, and he wins.
What they did with that was one of those things that they think is a character depth thing. Like, we'll really let you know this guy.
Yeah, he plays chess.
And he mentioned play Bobby Fischer. I watched him play. Did you?
Oh no!
Did you watch him write dialogue? Because
played 6 people at one time.
Yeah, watched him play 6 people at once. So what? Who cares that you watch that? It doesn't help the movie. It doesn't hurt it either. It couldn't hurt it. The only thing that could have hurt it was an extra minute. It helped it 1 minute less. It was terribly written. Whoever wrote that should have their computer taken away for a year's punishment. A pit bull on crack.
Ooh. Any more banner lines you can remember?
There was some moment of passion. And then they have to get in the line, the righteous line. Hey, you're a righteous man. They have to throw the word righteous.
Righteous.
That's when you know the movie stinks. Right at the end of the movie, when it's that a big emotional scene, they always have to throw the movie in there, the name of the movie.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
You're a righteous man. Oh God, you knew it was coming.
Oh, was there a love interest of any kind? Any woman angle?
Yeah, but she was good. She was actually really sexy.
But I hate that because that's another pat thing that they have to put in every movie. These stupid generic cop movies. There's got to be the girl love story angle.
But this girl liked taking a beating.
Oh yeah,
yeah. She was kinky. She liked taking it.
Okay, no wonder Jimmy liked her.
Yeah, exactly. She was actually mad at De Niro because he didn't
pull her hard enough.
Yeah, he didn't slap her and beat her and disrespect her enough. He came home and grabbed her by the mouth and said, "Stop."
We got Colin Quinn on the line. Colin,
hi guys.
How are you, Colin? Colin's up early today.
Yeah, well, I want to make. I have an idea for a serial killer movie starring Roland and Big A.
It was a Lulu.
Are you hearing the review of Righteous Kill there?
I did hear it from that phony, but you know what?
Yeah.
He's right about that movie, of course, but he's wrong that he even went to that premiere. A real intuitive artist like myself
wouldn't be invited.
Colin makes a great point because
he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Because when Jimmy said that you were going to this premiere, I'm like, my eyebrows raised. Literally, I was suspicious. I'm like, we're never invited to the good premiere,
right?
Ever.
Yeah.
We're always invited to some lame ass movie that might have a star in it, and you get excited and realize, oh, now I know why I'm here. No one else wanted to come here.
But it's also because Norton is like what the black people used to call a striver in their community.
What?
He's a striver. First of all, don't say what like you're gonna somehow stop me.
Don't snap on me. I don't even know if I'm not on your side yet.
He's still deciding.
Yeah, Colin just snaps on everybody and just leaves wreckage in the past.
Kyle, I wanted to go because it was Pacino and De Niro, and if there was no shot to get a picture, but if I could have got a picture, of course, that's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
First of all, Bob, what about this? What about assume you're on my side because I'm trashing the third guy, the way we've all worked for many years?
I was on your side.
I said, just say you don't know if you are.
All right.
I didn't know if your point was valid.
Yeah.
The point is this. The striver thing is like when the blacks that move up to nice houses, so they move up to Strivers Row. Norton thinks he's going to be like a mover and shaker, sitting at premieres and going, Bob, I thought that one scene was rather intense. He thinks he's in the game, and he's not, and I'm just getting frustrated. It's probably what woke me up this morning.
No, I wanted to see if I could get a picture, and there was no chance for it.
No chance.
Nah, but it's fine.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
He should have not try, though.
I think that's the only reason you went, just to get a picture.
And then we went to the after party, and
of course they weren't there.
They had come and gone in 10 minutes. They'd probably get paid to be there real quick.
Yeah.
But the security was all New York cops, and they all listened to the show.
Yeah.
So they let us into all the areas we didn't belong in.
We were on the stage that we shouldn't be on.
Yeah,
like that section where all the stars were 50, that's what De Niro was. We actually got on that little stage, and it's all white Jewish guys, really rich with hot chicks.
Yeah, and they helped finance the movie or something.
Yeah, a couple of regular PA chicks that were, probably did something on the movie, and publicists, and then the stars. And I call him Tippy Toe Norton, because that's all he does is try to tippy toe over people's shoulders to see who's famous is here. Anytime he saw a light, you just see little Jim's bald head pop up behind somebody's shoulder. Who's that? And he will stare right into somebody's face. He doesn't care how uncomfortable.
Doesn't blink.
Doesn't blink. He just. Let me tell you something about Jim. He's part ninja when it comes to getting his photos.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the stage. It's packed. There's no way to just get through this crowd. All of a sudden, he's just on the other side, right by 50. Like he uses his superpowers to eliminate all the bones in his body and just become water, and just mushes by
people, and then
he's like, "Come over here," and I'm like, "I can't. I'm human. I can't get to that part of the stage."
Bobby, you know what's weird about the whole thing? We've known Jimmy for 8 years. Jimmy's now you're famous, Jimmy, but your attitude has not changed. He's still that little boy from Jersey trying to get his picture with somebody famous.
I'm just sweet.
No.
You got an HBO show starting in early October. You've done the Bob's. I mean, your credits are pretty amazing at this point.
Colin?
Yes, Colin.
That's what he prides himself on.
What do you mean?
What's that?
Being a phony like Leno, who goes, "Hey, I'm just a regular guy, not like these Hollywood stars." Him and Leno are two phonies trying to act like regular guys. The son of a bitch has $5 million in the bank, probably.
I certainly don't. And I don't like the way, talk about phony, I don't like the way Colin's saying he wouldn't have went to the De Niro Pacino
I've
premiere.
been invited to everything, you idiot, my whole life. I turned it all down.
No, you didn't. You were alone eating scones with tea.
Yeah, Colin, Jimmy makes a good point. No, he makes a good point. You're like a shut-in at this point. Jimmy's going somewhere in the middle is where you both should be.
Yeah, you weren't going to go unless they had coconut bars.
Yeah.
Don't act like you're selective. You're not selective. Exactly.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
That's it. No,
right.
sorry. I was darning my stockings. I didn't hear you guys.
What did it look like? Unchewed rib meat?
I don't know if I wanted to get a little greedy at that last one.
A little bit.
We had fun, but it was not a good one.
You really do turn into another, like this Jim Norton, the comedian, very confident. Yeah, hey, what's up? How you doing? Does his thing. Almost elitist sometimes, the way he talks and the way he,
Smarmy, you might say.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And then when he turns into little fanboy Tippy Toe Norton, he turns it. His eyes get wider. His skin goes paler. He turns into a little guy, and then you just see him staring at a corner of a room. Like there was an exit sign. He's like, and he keeps repeating. He gets obsessive.
Yeah. I've seen this.
But he's not talking to you. He's talking to his own brain. Like he's going, he's probably going to come in through there. I mean,
gotta come in through that door.
Did he have his camera out the whole time?
Gotta go to Kmart. Gotta go to Kmart.
Did he have the camera out the whole time?
He had it in his pocket. He goes,
was he checking it every 2 minutes?
Yeah, he keeps grabbing it.
He
and
keeps checking like, okay, all right, it's set.
Yeah,
wait. Okay, it's set.
Bob, I mean, if he's going to come through, that's where they come through. Right? That's a lot. I've assessed the whole room. I mean, I went through every door. That's the exit. The exit going to come through there. So I'll just stay here. A couple more minutes. We'll just stay here. We'll be here for a couple more minutes. We'll stay here. See what happens. Hey, we'll probably. And he's really negative too. But it's probably not going to happen. But you never know. You got to try. You're not talking to me. You're talking to yourself.
But I was being realistic though. I sensed it wasn't, because I didn't think they were going to go to that awful party. And it turns out they came and went. And then I think Bobby might have said maybe they get paid to be there. I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They probably get, $50,000 to show up for 20 minutes.
Right, that's exactly what happens. They pay the stars of them. I got to give up this phone. Goddamn heck.
Let me...
stars of the movie. They don't have a percentage of the movie, and they go to it because it's publicity.
No, the party.
They give them, right, that's what I'm saying. I was being sarcastic, that's called. They don't pay them, and then part of their percentage of what they make in the movie might do well if they go to the
No, they do.
You see, you don't.
They hit him off with 50 grand. Hey, here's 50. Just show up at the pawn.
No. The
Thanks,
club.
pal.
The club.
And then they go to the party and leave.
This is why Colin doesn't
You're
know.
rude.
No one's ever paid you to be anywhere. They've actually paid you to leave early.
Crocodile Dundee didn't have an after party.
Of course it
I
did.
don't deny any
Why
of
would
that.
you bring that up?
No, Carl.
That was me.
Sometimes
What
the
is that?
club will
Don't-
give these guys money to show
Turn
up
on me, Opie.
because the club
What
wants them
said
there.
it was mean, Opie?
He just made a Crocodile Dundee reference. I didn't think that was called
That
for.
is a bit.
And it's Crocodile Dundee 2.
Two, right, of course.
Get it right.
That's what I said.
And I tried to help make it better. I rewrote it, but they don't know what's good for them.
Colin, why don't you get your ass in here? You're up early. You got the boys in here. You
Nah,
got to
I'm
give them a
coming
little
next
trashing,
week.
too.
What are you doing?
Next week?
Next week.
What are you doing right now?
That's I'm trying to rewrite some stuff actually.
What?
I just got up. I got up like 20 minutes ago. I figured I'd give you guys a nice call, throw some zingers around the room, and get back to work.
Why don't you put some lotion on your eczema ankles?
Yeah, try to put some body fat on those legs, too.
Yeah, I'll try, guys. Good one.
Boy.
Oh, that's good.
All right, Colin. We have to
They
take
do
a break.
pay them to
I
be
was the
there.
one that didn't laugh just now. That was the entire place. Bringing it down. Those two hit with a couple of zingers, and the whole place quieted down. It's not my fault.
Yeah, there you go.
They do pay people to go to parties, too.
All right, Colin's coming in next week.
They
Colin,
don't pay them to go to parties.
Yeah, they
You're
do.
so stupid.
They do.
They do. Who
First of
pays
all-
them, though?
The club, because the club
Oh, the club.
would want. Shut up, Carl. The club would want De Niro and Pacino in that club.
Of course.
What are they going to go to a loud dunk, 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 dunk for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Why
That's
would they
good,
go to
Billy
that?
J. I
True.
like your bit.
and then the
But
club.
why would they go listen to that loud music?
Yeah, then the club has bragging rights.
Yeah.
Well, I actually
De
got
Niro was in our place.
me and Dane and Gary got free Sony Vaio computers to go to a party in Vegas.
Let me
when we-
No.
translate. Dane and two friends.
Right. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Dane was like,
Which
we
way
didn't make
Gary's like-
we didn't make the flight, and we weren't going to make the party. And I was like, Dane, you should find out about those computers. I mean, we should still get them. We tried to go. He was like, yeah, don't worry
This
about it.
we and meanwhile they gave Dane 3 computers and he gave
Exactly.
you one.
Oh, I didn't let
much
the
how that worked.
You know, he didn't care. He didn't want a computer. He's got he can buy whatever he wants. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, what about those computers? I bugged him for like 2 weeks about the
I'm
computers.
sure you did.
Until I got a computer in the mail, and then I resold it. And
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Colin, come on in next week. And,
Yeah, what are
and
you
see
doing?
us.
Get in here.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.
hey, Colin.
Make it sleazy.
Colin Quinn up early. All right, Robert Kelly in studio. We got to take a quick break here. Opie and Anthony.